For sure. I couldn't meet my chick at the gym like you did, or your situation.
Why not? You know what? Because he wasn't in the gym, BGS.
Oh no, he wasn't in there. No, I wasn't, honestly.
All right, let's look, producer. You killing it. We're gonna have you fall back, and we're gonna bring you back on for the next topic.
Hey, hold on a second. Don't let him go just yet. Okay. No, spinning plates is okay, right? Having a roster is okay. Because Ron Wills, who you had on, would tell you having a roster is okay. The thing is that and a passer, no, okay. Having a roster is okay. The thing is, who do you have on your roster? Are they quality women?
Oh, absolutely.
If you have quality women on your roster, because I know Mac's been, very successful guys, man. Have a roster, right? Single, have a roster. They do business. They have a great life. But the thing is who do you have on your roster? Are they quality women? Can they help you? They're not just, if you have women on there just to come in and service your penis, then no, it's not a quality roster. But if you have women that are capable and successful and fit into your plan, then it's okay to have on a roster. So it's okay spinning plates. It's all about how you do it. One day if you can get him on, cousin Tita, who's a what do you call him, a male performer, a male exotic dancer, right? And
I know I know it.
Yeah, but the thing is also he's a brilliant guy, man. I think he's got a master's degree. He's a jazz musician, does a lot of things, right? He only puts successful women on his roster. Okay. Anybody below that, he might have a toss around. She doesn't stay long. But if you only have successful, capable women on your roster, there's nothing wrong with spinning plates. You're going to be successful because that's who you're around. Okay? And that's who's going to help you. So there's nothing wrong with it.
Would you consider that roster akin to companionship in a sense?
Well, yeah, but your roster is your companions. Okay, it's almost like having 4 wives, basically. Okay, really and truly, you're in a polyamorous, a polygamous relationship, just without the paper. And all those 4 women that you're spinning plates with, especially if they're cool with each other, basically almost act as your wives independently.
Yeah.
So if you do that, if you do it right, and you careful about who you let on your roster, there's nothing wrong with it. I don't see anything wrong with it.
All right, so let me give him some prime examples of what he mean by quality women on your roster. When I stayed inside New Orleans, I had about a series between 3 and 4 women. One woman, I was the financial planner for the city of New Orleans, where I went to all their employees and talked about all their retirement benefits. Well, I could never get to the mayor. This young lady knew everybody, and she was a socialite, but she had a very great job at the same time. So she was on my roster, and she took me around to all the functions, all the dinners, and she got me to meet the mayor. She got me to meet all the lawyers, all the engineers, to where she pretty much she had me a paycheck coming in by the people that she know, and that she would introduce me and schedule the meeting, and so that I go close the deal. I also had another lawyer that's now a judge over there at the same time, to where she would take me to social functions as her beau and simply do the same thing. She would introduce me to other high-powered people and put me in the position to make money, because high-quality women want men that's going to be high quality now or later. So they will help you achieve whatever you want to achieve. The problem comes in is when the man or the side beau, the beau dude, doesn't have any type of vision or purpose. If you want to play that role, you got to have vision, purpose, and they got to see where you're going, and you got to be able to articulate that at the same time. You will get everything you want. Not one of them asked me for a marriage. Not one of them.
a good 92, and I know a bunch of them, right? Good 92s, women will always try to pull you up to their level. Yep. So in other words, if you got a bunch of women that's on your rotation that are at a higher level than you, they're gonna try to pull you up. That's what they're gonna do. That's just like they would Pastor. They try to pull him up to their level. So if you got the right roster, it's actually helpful. But the thing is, most guys don't think with their brain. They think with the big head. They think with their little head. Yeah.
See, let me tell you.
See, Pastor was well. I ain't gonna say it. I'm gonna say what Pastor was. I ain't gonna speak it out because Pastor's old school, man. Pastor's old school. You know what I'm talking about, right, Pastor? Yeah, you know what I'm talking about.
Who let the dogs out?
I ain't gonna say it, but yeah, Pastor know what I'm talking about. That's why I picked him. I know he knows what I'm talking about. As soon as I said it, he got it. But that's how you. If you're going to, and because a lot of guys, especially in this space, man, they talk about how much pussy they get, how many women they can bag, stuff like that. First thing I said, okay, man, how many women you got? Oh, man, I got a rotation about 10. I said, okay. I said, I can understand 1 or 2, right? At the other 8, what did they do for you? And they go, I said, well, you basically you're a concubine servicing them, man. They're not doing anything for you. You're doing something for them. Okay, you taking care of their emotional needs. You're taking care of their sexual needs. And they're basically using you. You are the hoe in this relationship, unpaid hoe in this relationship. So I call those guys concubines. You're doing this shit for free because only a concubine does this shit for free. Now, so if you're gonna do it right, and you're gonna be out there like that, and you're gonna do it, Pastor just gave you the blueprint. It's really not that hard. It depends on who you are, where you are, and what you're trying to do. Okay. And that's so you have number one. I always say that, and I said this for one of my first videos on my channel. Okay, and this comes from the ancient Egyptians, right? Said, man, know yourself. You gotta know who you are first.
Yeah.
And then you know what your mission is, and then you can start sliding in. I don't care if you got 1 woman or 50, right? If you know who you are and what your mission is, you can slot those women into your mission. But if you don't know that, guess what you're gonna do? You're gonna be all over the place, and you're gonna gather the women that are where you are. You don't know where you're going, and they don't know where you're going, and they basically everything's loose and all messed up, and that's where all this junk gets in. This fuckery gets in.
Let me say this real quick. It does make sense. And I will say this. It seems like one of the biggest things when you talking about a male and his roster, the average guy, right? It's how much pussy I can get, right? Like that's like the number one thing. Like, so it's not that it's 5 different women that provide 5 different things. It's I can get all of them. So his roster is how much he's getting. Where if you ask a woman, like, and they have a legitimate roster, they think this out thoroughly. First off, most of them have a mechanic on their list. Right, most of them have a mechanic on their list. Without, and then someone may say doctors and all that, judge. But let's be honest, typically you want somebody you can get legal services from. So even you don't have to be a doctor, lawyer. Or a judge. Is if they have a lawyer, if they have a mechanic, if they have somebody a maintenance guy, maintenance guy
for the house,
yes, maintenance guy to put work around there and stuff. And then because you always hear sugar daddy, but they break it down way more thorough than that.
They had the what Rom calls the alpha showpiece to take out the parties and functions, show them off. Yeah.
Oh yeah, shut up, Pastor. They need look at you crazy. They need the arm
shut up,
candy
Pastor.
too. They do have the one guy's the arm candy like
I saw that. Shut
up. Hey, Willie Earl.
Don't you put that on us? Don't you put that on me, Ricky Bobby?
I didn't, I just and basically you giving them tails, man. But that's all I wanted to say. There's nothing wrong with having it. It's just how you do it. Like I said, women do not collect a whole bunch of guys without a purpose.
100%.
You are definitely right. Before we move on, BGS, I want you to stay around because we're getting ready to get into the main topic of tonight that I really want your.
I got about another 20 minutes, 25
minutes.
Because my grandson's birthday's today. So.
Oh man, congratulations to the grandson.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he West Coast right now.
He West Coast.
Yeah, West Coast. Yeah.
All right, so let's get at it. So let me give a quick story because I told you all this one time. The lady that taught me the game, she had 3 men. I always say this. She had money, finance, and dick. I was Dick, and she would literally have the other two for whatever that she needed. When she needed something finance, she called finance over. He stayed the night. He would be wherever be he would be there. And when she needed cash to take me out, guess what? She called him up. I told you all this all religiously, right? We sitting at the Mike Tyson fight when he fought Holyfield, when Holyfield bit off his ear. She was in my lap the entire night doing that fight. And saying, why are they here? Why are they here? And as soon as that fight over, she looks at me and said, you got to go. I got to make this money. Because she knew the game. And she taught me everything. She taught me how to run bras. She was the one who taught me, said, hey, don't you be out here just trying to get random sex. Go get that money out of you. She told me go get that money out of it, and she set me up with ladies at the same time that actually had good jobs. She taught me the entire thing. Between her and JT Money, my life was a breeze after that point in time. Cause hey, I'm 45 years old with no kids. You just don't make it this far by happenstance. This is purpose. So let's get into this topic. Let's get into the topic. All right, that dude, you fall back. I think BGS don't beat you up enough tonight.
No, I wasn't trying to beat him. He got what I'm saying.
I'm good. I'm good. We tracking.
Yeah, but he still ain't shit because he drive a Dodge Charger, and we keep on talking about men that drive Dodge.
Does he has handcuffs and rope in the with a hood?
Not at all.
Okay.
Not at all.
As long as you don't have one of those, you're all right.